Ah, perfect. What's up, dude? What is up?
Hey, buddy. It's been a minute.
Yeah, how we been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. How are you?
Pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, we
Tired.
we sort of that's parenthood for you, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we text occasionally, share the odd
hmm
meme on Instagram, but haven't really like properly chatted to you for a while. We're recording, by the way. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that works.
All good. How have you been?
Good, good. Things have been pretty crazy. I feel like I left in April, yeah?
Was it April? I feel
Yeah.
like it was, yeah, like March, April time around then. Springtime. Had a
How long
little
has it been?
pretty much immediately had a kid, which is,
Yeah.
a
Which
lot.
don't do that. Want to get
So
a new job or new family member, space them out.
yeah, I did wonder that because I was like, of all the times to switch career, that seemed like a bold one, but I respect it.
Well, what happened was, since we can get right into it, was I was
Absolutely.
thinking of leaving, and I knew having a child on the way. I was like, uh, I had this paternity leave coming up from work, which I think was like 4 months for Business Insider, and I thought I'll do, knowing nothing about what parenting actually is. I was like, okay, cool. I get like 4 months off. So while I'm doing that, I'll like maybe put some feelers out for a new job, and then when I come back, then I'll start looking seriously, thinking A, I would have any time when you become a parent, and B, it's that easy. So this job that I ended up getting was the first one I applied, and I, in a weird way, I was like, oh, I'll apply for this one as a way to kind of like, get my whatever, like resume in order, cover letter, kind of get back in the habit. And every time, because it had like a couple level layers of like, doing a thing, like a couple questions and then talking to people. And every time I did it, I was like, oh, that was good, but I'm not going to get it. And then, oh, they want to talk to me again. Okay, well, that was good. I'm not going to get it. And then I got the offer and I'm like, oh, whoops. And this was, yeah, like my first day was May 1st. And then my son was born on the 21st.
Okay, yeah, so you had like a couple of weeks there to bed in, and then just immediately gone for a bit.
No, I,
Oh
no,
no.
I didn't. I mean, like I took a long weekend.
Okay, nice.
He was born on a
No pat leave.
Thursday.
Yeah,
No, he was born on a Thursday. I took the Friday off, and that Monday was our Memorial Day.
sure.
Today we national, and Tuesday I was back in it.
Was Mo, your wife, okay with this setup, or was that?
Yeah, we made it work. She had time off, and
Okay, fine.
going into it, I mean, everybody says this, but like you have no idea what it's really going to be like. So we just went in being like, yeah, she'll have the whole time off, so she can just do all the duty. And then like 2 days into it, it's like, hell no, I'm not doing this on my own. So
No, that's not a one-person job, I don't think.
no, it isn't. I don't know if you remember someone that worked out in, I think she's still with the company, Sarah. She's a writer out here in LA. A few months before, her and her husband had twins. And I don't know. I can't, like, what are you talking about? To have a second one during this? You're literally you're just constantly like, you take them, no, you take them, you take them, you take, go, go. I'm asleep. You go get, you have two to feed two to change to do it. Oh,
Do you know if that
two
was
is
like
insane.
was that their first time having kids as well? Because I feel like as a new parent, it's probably even more like stressful and intense as well.
Yeah.
If you have twins
First
down the line,
ones,
you're like, ah, it's fine.
no, I don't think it's ever going to be that way. They're first. I have some other friends who have twins. Twins have been in and around my life at various points. I always kind of thought like, yeah, have two, just get it out of the way. We want two, so like let's do two. But like, not like no, 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 space them out. That's another tip for everyone. Space them out.
Parenting advice 101 from
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah. That's what everyone came here for, parenting advice.
There it is.
Anyway, yeah. So the reason I brought this up is because it feels like if I didn't look at a calendar and you were like, when was the last time I talked to you, we worked, I'd be like, oh, a couple months ago, right? Like
Sure.
I
Yeah.
can't believe it's been almost a year.
It's been like 9 months. It's been a minute.
I can't believe this. How
Oh,
have you
yeah.
been? What's been going on?
I've been okay. Yeah. Obviously, you leaving was a surprise. Um, it happens, understand. And then
Yeah.
yeah, it was a weird couple of months where it was like, what do we do now? And we kind of had some ideas and we were getting some new shows off the ground and then the layoff
Mhm.
hammer hit, which is never a fun situation to go through, but it was all good in the end. We had an amazing union who fought on our behalf and did a lot of the kind of
Nice.
like negotiating work, which we really appreciate.
Did you have
Um,
to sign something to say like you can't like put anyone on blast? or talk about what happened? Really?
Anyway,
Okay. So, but I didn't sign anything, so I can say whatever I
oh,
want, and
cool.
then
Yeah,
you can
no.
just, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
I'll
will
just feed
say
you
that,
lines.
yeah, yeah, no, that's okay. Well, I will say my last day, we had an all hands meeting, and it's all like over a Zoom or whatever, and it was my last day, and our president, who's still the president of the company, we're not there anymore, was like standing in front. They're like, okay, let's talk about our goals. And like they had this system of like green light, yellow light, red light. Like green light, we're on target. Yellow light, we're slightly off. Red, we're completely missing it. And all the things were major metrics. It was like red light, red, red, red. My wife like overhearing it and like looking at it. She's like, oh no. And like our president's like, well, so we're not doing so good. But da 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 da. And I'm like, goodbye.
Yeah, you got out at a pretty good time, I think.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, if people are wondering, like that whole Disney Universal thing was just like, I mean, everyone did their best, and then no one was at fault. I mean, I know who was at fault, but I really can't say. But like, uh, even when I was doing it, I was just like, "What the are we doing?" Like the guy David was really nice. He did a great job. Like, genuinely a good dude. He's thrown into like a terrible situation. All the Disney and Universal people are also like incredibly nice. Because going into that, I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
God!" Like, then we breathing down our necks the whole time. But actually, they were like really awesome. Uh, the access we got in Disney and Universal was really cool. So like filming it was like this is a lot of fun, but the whole time I'm like, these videos are gonna suck. This isn't gonna be any good.
Yeah, it was just kind of like an unfortunate situation in the end. I would have loved to be there. I've never been to Disney World, Disney, no, Land. I've been to Disneyland. So just on a
I'm
personal
pretty sure we're
level,
Disneyland, yeah.
yeah, you are. On a personal level, I just wanted to go to the parks because, I
Yeah, it
like
would have
that
been a
sort of
bummer
stuff.
too
But
because the access we got was like you can't get it. Like we got like higher than the access you would get if you paid like top dollar because we got personal tour, we got to go behind the scenes, we got to meet people and get like go on certain rides like just for us and stuff. Yeah, I was having a great time because like I'm not into this Disney shit, man. I don't care about Star Wars. I never cared about the Disney stuff growing up. I mean, like, when I was a kid, but like, never the Disney adult thing. I think is like the biggest, one of the biggest red flags a human being can have.
big ick
You
for
know,
you.
someone was like, oh, you go there and you see these groups of like childless adults in like costumes. You're just being like, you need therapy, pal. So I was like, whatever, okay, cool. But like getting all the access to stuff we had, I'm like, yeah, this is actually awesome. Here's the funniest thing about Disney, and I don't know versus Universal, and I don't know if this observation made the videos because I didn't watch them. Disneyland and the Disney experience, as you can imagine, is like they have it boiled down to a science. When you're there and you think about it, you're like, okay, there's no steps. The human traffic flow is like perfect to go in and out of things. Somebody pointed out that like all the railings of things are spread apart in a way where kids couldn't get their head stuck through them. Like it's just like 100 years of them being like, how do we optimize this experience? Every food thing, it's like there's something for the kids, there's something for an adult, there's something for a vegetarian. It's just like you really wow, everything is so considered here. It's like brilliant, right? Then, because we shout out at the same time, we go across town to Universal Studios, and the way they optimize to make it really fun for everyone is there isn't a time at Universal Studios where you aren't 3 steps away from buying a beer. There's just Universal Studios, there's alcohol everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense too. Just go to Universal and just be like, you're never not holding a tall boy of like Modelo or one of those like big white claws or whatever. Like it's just there's alcohol everywhere. And I'm like, this is hilarious. You just see parents everywhere just holding a drink. The kids are like pinned down by other kids or their heads are stuck to railings because like, they're fine.
I mean, that sounds much more up your street. Having access to alcohol, having The Simpsons and
Yeah.
stuff like that, that sounded more
Oh,
fun.
dude, the Simpsons thing is awesome. The Simpsons thing is really so well done. And the Mario world is really cool too. So that alone is worth the price of admission. Yeah, and like you can get like drunk. Like I was there and have kids, so I'm just walking around drinking and just like eating whatever I want. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
That did sound like
So
a good time. Yeah, I mean, rub it in, why don't you? Because I also did not watch those videos, if I'm being fully honest. But I'm glad that you made the best of it. That was the main thing.
were you allowed to say why you didn't go, or was that nothing you can't say?
I don't think I was like forbidden. I've said like I was had dealing with some health stuff basically, that was
Yeah,
making it like difficult for me to travel. And
yeah.
instead of postponing it, they were just like, we're going to do the trip. So
Let's just pick this
yeah,
guy.
which
Yeah,
wouldn't necessarily have been how I dealt with it, but it was
of course not.
one way of
Just do it
dealing with
later. Yeah.
it.
But also people don't understand that like the food tour season we did that we did LA again like since September of 2024 I couldn't travel because my wife was pregnant. So that was another thing. I mean, I talked with our head of uh, programming, Leon, he's like, yeah, Food Wars tours. We think about like, doing some more stuff, and I was like, I can't go anywhere. Um, so even then, I was like, in the reality of not layoffs, which I didn't know about, obviously. I thought, okay, so when I come back, which would have been September of last year, like, I mean, if anyone was wondering, it's like I have a nanny right now. It's like my wife works full time, so this idea of like I can't leave for 3 weeks. Where the hell am I going? So this idea of me, I couldn't leave. So it's like I host a food travel show. I can't leave. So I thought like we're not gonna be able to do the show anyway. And there was an attempt. Since we're not live, you can just cut this out if this doesn't work. There was an attempt to send you to India, and that flopped because it was like they didn't want to spend the money to do it. So the whole thing was like I just looked at it and I was like, this show can't last. If I can't travel and they don't want to spend money sending you anywhere. So like, oh well,
Yeah, I drew up a bunch of budgets. Like one was for India because I could have like me and Nikhil go and eat a bunch of food. I
yeah.
was like Japan, like we got George out in Japan, a bunch of other places that we'd done food wars in that made a lot of sense to
Australia,
kind
you
of
go
go
meet
out.
up with Britt. That would have been fun, right?
That would have been really funny, yeah. But there's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I sort of wrote up a few budgets and they were just like, no. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like again, I'm the only one saying this. If any lawyers are listening, um, if anyone, if you want to like sit down and like work it out with ChatGPT, how much does it cost to produce a show like we do? Like we were coming some pretty conservative numbers of like, look, this trip's gonna suck. We're all gonna be in the same Airbnb and we're gonna shoot all day and not get a day off. Like just like this, but we can do it. And they were like, this is too expensive. Like, what do you want? So it's frustrating to be like they wanted a show with us traveling, going places. They didn't want to pay for it. It wasn't just like we pitched going to Japan. We pitched going around Europe. We pitched all this. We pitched Mexico City. They were like, no, too expensive. Okay, like then that's why, like, well, what, like, I guess we can go to Colorado. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, and even that's like, can you share a room? I have a theory that if, uh, since we had some females behind the camera, I have a theory if just for our crew was all dudes, they would have been like, why don't you all just share a room? Like I really feel like the only reason they were like let us like kind of have our own rooms is because they were like we can't put like men and women together in a room, but like it was just like you, me, Connor, and like I don't know, Ben or whatever. They'd be like, hey guys, two beds, four dudes. What about Kurt? They was like they just I remember that Airbnb
I
that you and me
mean,
had in New
I,
York.
I was
It
literally
was
gonna
you, me,
say
and
like we
Charlie.
almost had that. Like your room didn't have a door on it.
No, it was just the upstairs. We shared a bathroom.
Yeah, but there were
Oh,
three of
that was
us.
was so brutal.
It was so hot. It was that summer when it was like the
It's
smog.
August
It
or
was like the smog in New York. No, it was like July, I swear, like June, July time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was all smoggy in New York, like unbelievably humid. I don't think we had AC in the apartment.
Nope. And
Um,
then it was also the strike was going on. So 3 weeks they go, we're gonna do three
oh,
weeks. And the week before we go, they're like, oh, we're on strike. And I was in the union at the time, you were not. So I'm here in LA being like, do I go? Like, what do I do? Like, so I fly out there and I'm sitting that like everything was resolved that Friday. But the first week that we had everything for 3 weeks, we didn't shoot. So then we had to shoot two shows in 2 weeks.
yeah.
Or something because we also just shot your in studio stuff for your half of a foreign exchange. So that those shoots were brutal.
That was the worst part because yeah, initially when we were doing the trips, we were also filming foreign exchange, which was when like I would try the American Dominoes and then you would like come over here and
Yeah,
try the UK Dominoes. And yeah, we were kind of squeezing those into the other trips as well. So yeah,
yeah,
being like at least normally on a food tour trip, we'd have like a day off in between some of the shoots. But with that one, it was like your
at
day
this
off
time.
is eating the entire
Yeah.
Pizza Hut menu, which is just like no human being, no body is supposed to tolerate that.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
That was rough. I was going to ask about kind
Eh,
of like the highs and lows of food tours later on, but
Oh, sure, let's do it.
we've jumped straight into it.
Oh yeah. I mean the dude, I gotta say like the best. We'll start with the highs. The absolute best for me was that first London trip.
Really
That
nice.
was
Yeah,
so awesome. I hadn't been to London since 2000. It's been 2022 when we first met. 22 or
yeah.
23.
Ooh, I think 22, late 22, I think. those food shows.
Yeah. So you know, work trip, they're paying for it, baby. That was nice. Um, it was just so much
You like
fun
London,
because
right? You studied here for a bit. Like
love
you
London.
spent
Oh
time in
my God,
London. Yeah.
absolutely love London. And then actually the second time I went out there because I was there for 3 weeks. I had like because that first one I was there for a week.
I think it was just 1 week that first time because we shot 3 episodes and then sent you
Yeah, yeah,
straight
yeah,
back. It
yeah.
was gone.
So second time, if it wasn't 3 weeks, it was 2 weeks. I had like time to like really like explore the city and go around. And, yeah, London's the best, man. Um, but we had so much fun because we'd been working together, not just you and me, but Charlie and Leon, and I knew of David, and so it was just a weird thing of like it's the first time we worked IRL together, but we knew each other really well, so we just hit the
Yeah.
ground running. I remember just laughing and joking around the whole time and having so much fun doing it. And like for me, it's like going to these great restaurants and getting like the red carpet treatment and stuff. So it's like ideally the best way to go because I love to travel too, to go to a city and do the best and be treated like royalty and also like just like I mean, my job is to go there and not know anything. So you had to prepare things. They're just like, that's one thing about the show that was so funny. Like, hey, Jay, you're going to London, just don't know anything. And Harry
Yeah.
explain it to you. And I'm like, done.
Done.
I just sit
Just
there and you
show
get,
up and be yourself. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's perfect. They didn't have to study, didn't have to remember anything. It's great. So that was so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That
That
was,
was again like
yeah.
the first time we shot the show, didn't know exactly how the format was going to work. We obviously had like a rough idea. The sort
Hmm.
of conversations that we'd had were kind of like we want it to be like The Trip, that show with like Steve Coogan
Yeah.
and Rob Brydon. That was like the brief we had was basically like do that, but with like, just Harry and Joe.
Just such as joke around and occasionally talk about the food.
Yeah, and it worked really well. No, I really liked it. That was honestly like one of my highlights is just kind of like the crew that we worked with the whole time. It
Yeah.
sounds kind of soppy, but like it was just such a good squad. Like obviously Charlie, Leon, David over here, and then Connor, Nicole, Yuli, like the gang over there as well in the US.
Yep.
We all just gotten so well. Like
Kyle.
Kyle, who else
Yeah.
helped? Lillian helped.
Lillian, yeah,
Um,
of course. Yeah. Yeah.
because yeah, it was just like again, we were sharing accommodation on these trips and they were like long days and we were cramming a lot of shoots in. But yeah, just like
Yeah.
getting on with everyone. It did just kind of feel like you were going on a little trip with your buds for the most part.
Yeah, no big blowouts or fights. Everyone kind of like was like we all stayed out each other's way and were friendly. I didn't have any issues with anyone. I'm sure I'm annoying as shit, but that's your guys' problem. Um, but yeah, because we also like yeah, you do think like what the shoots would have been like if like people weren't getting along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you always hear like these nightmare tours of productions where like people get on with the producers or whatever, just and then you think like, oh, we're gonna scream at each other and then go back to the same Airbnb. So the fact that we all got along made it like way like made it really nice. Yeah.
I think we
But yeah,
like
New Orleans was go ahead.
I think we'd have our moments sometimes of like we're a little bit tired, a little bit jet lagged. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the tolerance for the crap was maybe a little bit low. But I don't think anyone ever had like a
Yeah.
real like diva blowout moment. It was like everyone just
Yeah.
kind of got on with it for the most part.
New Orleans was another really fun one because like that like if you're in the French Quarter, you're just drinking. And I don't make the whole thing about drinking, but it's like the second we just got out into that area, it was like, okay, well, hey, like the first place is like, well, here's a beer and a paper bag, and you can take it to the next thing. We're like, great, because you can like
Mm.
walk around and drink there. And like that last night we were that last day we were there, like, oh my god,
Had a real blowout.
it's oh my gosh,
It
so
was
destroyed.
those grenades, the cocktail that's like in like a plastic grenade.
Yep,
That was what I think finished me
all,
off. That was
all,
pretty lethal.
all those sugary drinks, and you just like just insane. Like I look at the pictures of that, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this.
No.
I don't remember any of this.
I think there's one picture that I think like Nicole or Connor took where we were literally on like Bourbon Street,
Hmm.
absolutely blasted. And I think
Hmm.
like someone had recognized us and came over and like asked for a photo. So it's just you and me with
Hmm.
some random dude like and I was like, I don't remember that happening at all, but I hope we left a good
Yeah,
impression.
I do remember some. We were so drunk we went to points where we were actually dancing, which is like that's how wasted I was. We were like dancing, and like and or no, I could be remember this correctly. Like dance floors down here, we're kind of at a table, like standing looking over it, and we're just kind of sitting there and like looking, and then like people at the are like, "Are you the guys?" And we're just like, "It's us, baby!" Like, yeah, that is funny. The few times it's happened in New York too, a couple of times where like, at least for me, I'd be walking around and someone's like, hey, you're the guy from that show. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, where's the other guy? And I'm like, right there. And then you turn around, you're like, hey. like what the hell? So,
There was
'cause they
there was
didn't think that we
one
hung out.
there was one in London when you were here filming where like some guy spotted
Yeah.
you on the tube and we were all like together going from one spot to another. Some guy spotted was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, you the guy from like from the food show?" And you were like, "Yeah, of course." And then I was literally stood right next to you. He did not clock me at all or just didn't care. He was just, "No, I just want this guy." I was like, "Oh,
I
okay."
didn't catch that.
Completely
Yes,
ignored
me and
me.
only me.
Yeah,
We keep taking pictures of people. I never see these pictures.
I
The
get those.
one
Yeah.
I'm dying to see, it's probably just gone through the annals of time when we went to get it would have been the Pizza Hut for the foreign exchange. No, not Pizza Hut, Domino's.
Okay.
I remember we're walking out of Domino's. We had to drive in, I think, Leon's car. So in order to like, we got like 20 pizzas. So we're both like holding like stacks of pizzas like up here to our chin. We walk in, like, we see a guy. He can't be older than like 13 or 12, and he's like, "Oh, you them Food Wars blokes! Oh, mate! Oh, this is cracking!" Or however you guys talk. And he
Exactly
was
like
with his
that. Yeah.
mom. Remember this? And he took up. So there's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
picture of us with some guy with some kid in front of a Domino's, and we're holding like 40 pizzas.
Yeah. And
Like,
his
so
and
there
his
can't be
mum and his
more
mum
food.
took the photo.
Where's this photo? Are you out there, kid? I need to see this photo.
I get this a lot
Um,
because you expect like, oh, maybe they'll put it on their Instagram story and they'll tag me or something, but like never
yeah,
see them or hardly ever see
we're out
them.
there. We're out
Yeah.
there. Tag us.
Do you still get spotted in LA out and about, even though it's been like a while since we dropped some vids?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's usually yeah. I'll say probably like every 4 months. I don't know,
Okay, fine.
but usually it's something like, hey man, like it happens a lot in the neighborhood. My wife and I'll be walking with the kid, and then someone will just as they're walking by, kind of just be like, hey, love your videos. I'm like, thanks.
Cool. Yeah.
So it's never like really like a thing. Um, Traveling is probably when I get the most, like in airports. The TSA fucking loves us,
Really?
dude. Every time I've flown in a domestic in an airport, I've flown. Where else I fly? Like every time I've flown, either leaving or landing, there's always someone at the airport, usually the TSA or someone in immigration, who's like, "Oh man, I know you. I love your videos." Always, my wife dies laughing every
Nice.
time because it's always like the TSA baby. They love us,
I mean, it's good. It
which
means
is
that
funny
you're
because
you're less likely to get detained if they know who you are.
well, this is so frustrating because like I go there and like right from like get the stuff and the thing, and the guy's like, "Hey, yeah, videos. Oh, I love you guy. Yeah, I saw the one with the thing, this and that." And because my wife and I we've flown a few times with the baby, and we bring like things of breast milk or whatever, and like all like this formula and stuff. They're like, "Okay, so he's gonna have to go through your bag now and test that fluid." And you're like, "Really? Like, is this the longest terrorist con you've ever heard of? Like, okay, I'm going to work at a media company for 10 years, do a food and travel show. So when I finally go to the airport, the TSA is going to recognize me, let me straight through, kaboom, baby. Like, what are you guys, what are you doing?
Their guard is finally down.
Yeah. It's going to open and it's going to be a canister of gasoline. Like, damn it, we almost got him. So, yeah. So, no, unfortunately, they're still strip searching me.
Nice. That's sad. I also feel like maybe in LA you might get spotted less because I feel like the bar for celebrity is probably higher in LA because it could be like you and on the same street as like Leo DiCaprio and
Well, I don't live in the Leo DiCaprio neighborhood. I live more in like the like you're a comedy guy, right?
yes, to some extent.
Conor O'Malley lives in the neighborhood. I see him from time to time.
Nice. Yeah. Funny guy.
That's a level of celebrity you'll see around here.
Okay. You're not up in
Connor's
Beverly
actually a friend of mine.
Hills. Yeah.
I've known him since Chicago, so I run into him all the time and we chat. But like, I like because I know celebrity culture as well. Like besides him, I'm like, I don't think anyone else is that famous. So I'll occasionally see people where I'm like, either this guy was in a TV show I seen, or I'm just having that like. So the point is, like, I think I'm the most famous person in this neighborhood. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
You're doing it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like cool like restaurants and shops in my neighborhood, so maybe people are
Maybe.
coming to visit. I have no idea.
I was really sad.
Um,
I didn't really see anyone famous in LA other than you, of course. The one guy I saw, were you an Always Sunny fan? Do you watch Always Sunny?
I like it. Yeah, I know the show. Yeah.
There's like the guy who played uh Charlie and Charlie and Frank's landlord. I saw him. He was coming out of one of the diners that we filmed in, but it was also kind of
No
raining, so
idea.
it was like he was in a rush to get to his car. He's like the most niche celebrity spot that I could imagine happening in LA, but it happened, and that was fun.
So here's an example of what happened to me, and this happened actually on Saturday. I went to this. Steely Dan tribute show.
Sure.
And it's a place called the Lodge Room. That's like I think the venue holds like maybe like 400 people, whatever. And I was in line and people were getting in, and I'm pretty sure, but can't be certain, that the guy who played. Did you ever watch Lost?
Yeah.
The guy who in the first season, when they did the whole arc of the back of the plane, it was the second season, like Mr. Echo and all those guys. There's a guy that they think is with them, but turns out to not be. Exactly. I don't even know his name. I want to say maybe his name was Ethan, but maybe not. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And he's actually one of like the people or something who,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So exactly. I'm looking like, is that the guy from Lost? But I'm also like, or it's just some guy. And also, what would I say to this guy? Lost. Yes. Great show. Sure.
That's such a hyper specific spot. And it might not even have been him. It just might be.
Yeah, yeah. That's the level of like, I'll be sitting around, I'm like, oh my God, I think that guy was in the office. And I was like, I don't think so. I'm like, okay, okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Luckily, because we both got to be ourselves on the thing that we hosted, people will be able to like, hey, you're the guy. And I'm like, yeah. And like, I'm just like, yep, like, cool. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm like, great. I don't need to like pretend to be like nice or charming or funny or anything. I can just be like, yeah, I'm kind of rude.
Yeah, cool.
Goodbye.
See, I'm
So
regular.
what have you been up to since? Oh wait, let's go highlights. What are some of yours?
Since the departure, so also someone sorry keeps ringing my doorbell, and it's definitely not for me, so I'm just going to ignore them. Um,
Okay.
some highlights. I had a nice summer. I went on holiday.
Yeah. Okay.
Went to
Yeah,
Turkey
looked
on a
like it.
holiday. It was fun. Went to a couple of friends' weddings. It was like a big wedding year for me last year. I'm kind of at that age now where like all my friends are getting married. That was one of my like funny gag moments from food tours was when I was like, I've got that big announcement, and you thought I was getting married. No, I just deleted
I was like,
Pokemon.
here we go, baby. My guy's engaged. Here we go.
It was just
I
Pokemon
thought that
Go.
was.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That was good. I like those like it wasn't I would because it wasn't a scripted show, but there were things where I was like, I know that I want to like work this in somehow to the conversation, and I'm just going to wait for a semi-natural time in the conversation to bring it up. So that was a good one of them. But yeah, now I'm just doing YouTube, the solo
Great. Good for
YouTuber
you.
life. Yeah.
Nice. How's it been going?
Yeah, pretty good. Everyone's been so nice so far, which is really good. Like the number of comments and the number of positive comments that I'm getting on videos is wild.
Oh yeah.
People like what we did. People really like what we did.
Yeah.
You and I, we had a good run.
I think so. Yeah. It would have been nice if the company we worked for put a few dollars behind it. Could have kept doing
Again,
it, but
again, all this stuff is coming out of Joe's mouth, not mine, in case any
yeah, 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 yeah. I
so
personally feel that when people are like, "Why don't you go to other places and do other stuff?" I was like, "We asked 10,000 times." And they said later, later, later. And then what we were doing didn't work. They were like, why isn't this working? And you're like, well, because I told you 3 friggin' years ago this isn't going to last.
that is one
Yeah.
thing that I'm doing this year actually. Like my big plan for this year is basically tour the rest of the UK because that's one big regret I had is that we never got to take you up north to
Yeah.
experience some regional delicacies and things like that. That would have been
Oh, man,
cool.
we could have done Scotland when I have family in Edinburgh. So we could have gone like kick it with them. I got cousins up there. So
Yeah, man. Best
Scotland's
haggis, best
awesome.
haggis in Edinburgh. Come on.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Haggis is good. I've had it. I like it. Haggis gets a bad rap. It's good. You heard it here first.
The first man to like
Um,
haggis. You did it.
yeah. Do you talk to Claudia? You're gonna link up with her? She's got her channel seems to be going all right.
I haven't actually recently. I definitely should though, because she's like doing her own thing, still lives in London. That'd be a fun collab. Yeah, do
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
best Italian food in London type thing.
Definitely.
She's
When you're are you shooting on your own? Are you just like tripod and camera?
for the most part, yeah. It's been weird doing like all sides of the production because obviously we used to do the like scripting and the hosting, but we were not behind
Mhm.
the camera or like monitoring sound and things like that. Like that's
Yeah.
been there's a lot to keep track of when you're doing a little one man show.
Yeah. Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yes, it is. Why most people do it in their car.
Yeah. I'm getting there
Yeah,
because I'm like, I wanted to give people something that they would kind of recognize as like food toursy. But obviously, like,
smart.
I can't emulate that exact production quality because I'm not a trained videographer or editor. And so yeah, it's been interesting kind of like juggling those needs. But I think it's
Yeah.
going all right so far. Had like I say,
Yeah.
some
It's
some
tough.
very nice responses. I want to keep getting better, keep learning, do all that
Nice.
stuff.
Is your channel monetized?
It is now, yes. Which
Yeah,
is cool.
baby.
I'm getting
You're
there.
getting
I'm
that
getting there. I would
green.
like it to be my
Nice.
full-time job. It's not quite there. Oh no, the free meeting. So I don't have Zoom Pro. So we only have 10 minutes
Um,
left of of recording time.
How embarrassing.
How much
How long have we been going?
like almost 30 minutes already. Time flies
No, well,
when you're having fun.
that
Are you able
does.
to say much about your new gig? Like I think some people will be wondering what you're doing now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's my LinkedIn is updated. I work with Ramit Sethi. He's a finance and lifestyle personality person, author, got courses, and he has a Netflix show. And a couple of years ago, he got serious about YouTube and got a thing up and running, and then needed someone to be his YouTube strategist. So he hired me, and then I've been with his team overseeing production, concepts, all types of stuff for his YouTube channel. So Ramit Sethi is his
Very
name.
nice.
So it's going good. Yeah, yeah.
Is that the name of the channel if people want to go and subscribe to support your new venture?
That's his name. So yeah, if you search
Brilliant.
that, you'll find it. Yeah. So I'm behind the camera for this one, behind the scenes for now until I get to kind of like this parenting thing under control. So yeah, no
But
traveling and just no time. Like I thought, because I did think like, oh, once I kind of get my bearings with this job, maybe I'll start doing some stuff. And in theory, yes, but it's like I'm not. I have zero time to go anywhere to write other stuff. It's a full time job working for him. So any other like free time is spent with my child. So
nice.
yeah.
That's completely understandable. I mean, I keep saying like I have had a lot of people ask, "Oh, will like you and Joe ever hang out again and film again?" And I'm like, never say never, but uh
Yeah, certainly we will.
I
Just
cannot.
not daycare starts in May.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
So
Yeah,
between
so
the
we'll see.
hours of like 11 and 3 p.m. if I come to
Yeah, yeah,
LA,
yeah, yeah.
we
Yeah, you
could
might
make
have to
something
come
work.
here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If we did like a Chicago thing, then yeah, I could stay with family and then go find you. But then also, it's like I have to work.
The Chicago thing
Are
would be
you
quite
work?
cool, but yeah.
Do you have like a job? Are you working now?
No, I'm still trying to make YouTube work as my full-time job, although my bank balance is still going like this at the minute. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah, yeah.
see how much longer I can attempt that before I have to start applying to jobs again.
No, that
But
sucks.
I'm trying to
Don't you
get the
guys have a
output
thing
up.
over there? Don't you have the Dole, as it's called,
The
the one that went from
dole.
Train Spotting?
We do. I am not currently on the dole. I don't know what the rules are around like I don't know who qualifies or whatever, but I'm not currently on it. But then again, maybe if it gets desperate enough, I can go on the dole.
Come on, get on it, man. That's free money. You've been paying taxes since you were buying stuff. That's your money, buddy. Go get it.
That's true, actually. Yeah, it's like a piggy bank that I've been putting into
Yeah.
for all these years.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
That's fun.
Yeah, yeah,
I
whatever.
prepared some so like a quick quiz for you, I guess. On I was doing
Do it.
some research on food wars and food tours,
Hmm.
and kind of like generated a couple of questions for you. So if people are watching at home and they want to play along and they happen to know all these stats, then get involved. But I
Hmm.
wanted to ask you, how many food wars episodes do you think we made in total over the roughly 5 years that we were doing them?
Food wars?
I'm not including marathons, which is like a season one grouped together. These are just
Yeah.
like actual episodes. This includes all the international stuff that we did.
Jesus.
This includes the kind of like spin-offy things that we did as well, like fast food chemistry and tier list and things like that. In the sort of like, yeah, I guess like 4 or 5 years. How many do you think we made?
I'm gonna go 250.
You've really overshot that.
Oh, really?
We weren't that prolific.
Well, I figured one a week for 4 years, right?
It was almost one a week before. I think we slowed down towards the end. It was about 158 if my maths checks
That's
out,
absurd.
which is
That's too
kind of
many.
wild. Yeah.
That's too many, man. Talk about fucking just wringing every fucking drop of juice out of that piece of fruit, right? Like, how
It
much
was
longer could we have done
it
this?
was getting harder by the end. Like some of the episodes
Yeah.
we were
Ugh.
scraping the barrel a little bit there. Of those,
Oh
how
yeah.
many do you think were US versus UK of the 158?
75.
100. 100. So like a
Wow.
solid like two-thirds ish were US UK. That's a mixture of like you and me and Nico. There were a couple where we got like Irene and Nether came in as well to help
No,
out.
sure, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, US UK 100 episodes. My maths may be wrong, but I think it was a nice round 100 that we finished on in the end.
Exactly 100.
We made it to the century of
Oh
food
my
wars, and then
God.
that was it.
And also another thing about Food Wars, if you want to realize, the entire time the US studio situation in LA was always a disaster.
It sounded
For a
really bad.
majority of the time, we had this dump of a place that was noisy and roach filled and tiny and smelled horrible, and everybody else who was in there was doing some BS business. Oh, and the guy in the office next to us was a music producer, so he just had the door
Sure.
open, like listening to his beats or whatever. Like, hey, like we had to tell the people, the building managers could tell him to stop because he wouldn't listen to us. It was just so frustrating. And then finally, after me begging, could we get like a decent studio? You saw this one. We got like a storefront that was in my neighborhood. And then the exact opposite thing was on a busy street. So you could never not hear cars driving by and trucks and honking and cars backing up and stuff. So then it was like, well, we had to constantly stop because it was so loud in there. And like, they never, again, this is just me saying it, they never wanted to float the bill to get a professional studio or put soundproofing in something. It was always just like, hey, this storefront is only $800 a month. And you're like, yeah, I wonder why.
I
Like
often wanted to
the
do like a
audio was echoey because it was all like concrete floor
just no
and bare
soundproofing.
walls and glass. And we're just like, what? Like, make it work. And then for some reason, people in the comments are like, why does this sound like shit?
I often
Yeah.
wanted to do like a behind the scenes tour, but it would have just been too embarrassing because like both of our
Yeah.
studio setups were not
Yeah.
particularly good.
Yeah. You guys are in like some office.
Yeah, it
Like, all
wasn't
right.
great.
Next question.
How many food tours episodes did we make? Again, not including marathons. We were doing food tours for about 2.5 years, 2.5, 3 years in the end.
I'm gonna go 24.
You've undershot this one. A
Ooh.
healthy 46. Not
Wow.
bad.
Hell yeah,
Not bad.
baby.
Yeah.
Not bad at
We
all.
were we were prolific. No one can take that away
I
from
think
us.
so.
There was a couple of
Yeah.
years there where like the Insider Food channel was just food wars and food tours. It was like
Mm-hmm.
backpacking
Best
that one.
baby.
Also,
Yeah.
what's the most viewed food tours episode?
Most viewed food tours. I'm gonna go the first London burger one, the first one.
You're close. It was that first London trip, but it was the full English breakfasts. Yeah,
Wow.
which
Yeah,
is
that makes sense.
sitting
That makes
on
sense.
4.5 million views, which is
Wow, what's
not
and the
bad.
highest food wars would be that KFC one, isn't it like 15 million
That
or
is
5 million?
correct. Yeah, even more now. So I was going to say, what's the top three food wars? The number one is US versus UK KFC, which is just shy of 19 million now. It just keeps going up, which is wild.
Pure insanity.
Second place,
Oh, I'm gonna go
just go with your gut.
McDonald. It's got to be McDonald's one, the first
Yeah,
McDonald's one.
it's McDonald's, yeah, which is around 15 million. And then the third place is kind of surprising. It's like, I don't know.
Is it an
Have-
Indian one?
no,
Is it a
it's
Japanese one?
no, it's still oh,
It's still you and
actually
me?
no, it's not. It's still you and me. Yeah. But like it's not a it's not a standalone episode. It was the season one marathon.
Oh yeah. Oh okay,
So
yeah.
mate, because that one because it was all the episodes back to back, so it's like 3 hours long, and it's got 15 million views. That must have made some cheddar.
Yeah, I bet that made probably like if I had to guess just on ad revenue alone, that probably got about 15 grand, probably 20 grand.
I'm still like new to the kind of revenue side of things because I've just started my
Mm,
own channel and have only recently been able to monetize. But
yeah,
yeah,
if I had to guess, yeah.
that's done all right. Hey, do you have your phone on you?
I do. And
We,
you want to like close this one out and start a new one because we're about to close in about a minute.
I think we could just end with a zip real quick.
All right.
If
Do you
you,
want to like record it so you can like have it on screen?
I think we just kind of do it and then show our times to the camera. We have 1 minute
Okay.
left,
We're
but you and I can finish in, seconds. So let's go for it. All right. Three,
wait.
yep,
Okay. I'm there. Go.
go.
Mine's loading.
Yeah, I'm in. Hacker voice, I'm in.
Mm. Bam. Done.
Done.
Nine
What was
seconds.
the time? Ah, 11.
Nine.
No. Ah,
Yeah.
you are the Zip King. Uh,
Thank you very much. Number
it,
one, baby.
it was great to catch up. The timer is about to
Yeah, you
expire,
too.
but thanks for chatting.
You bet, bud.
We'll do it again soon. Subscribe
Yeah.
to my channel. Go subscribe to Ramit Sethi as well, and support what
Hmm.
Joe's doing now. But yeah,
Thanks, guys.
lots of
All
love.
right.
I'll
Talk to you
speak to
soon,
you soon,
pal.
mate. Bye.
Take care. Bye.